Hello and welcome. As a specialist in modern hospitality operations and performance, I am truly pleased to welcome all of you from Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We're here to support your professional growth, and today we're diving into a crucial topic, the art of the offer. You know, in our industry, we often wonder, is there a way to increase revenue that actually makes our guests happier? Well, the answer is yes, and we're going to explore how upselling and cross-selling, when done with care, can completely transform the guest experience.
So, here's our plan for this session. First, we're going to challenge the whole idea of selling in a service-first environment. Then, we'll get really clear on the definitions. What's an upsell versus a cross-sell? After that, we'll open up the advisor's playbook, giving you concrete steps for success. And finally, we'll tie it all together by looking at the big picture, building valuable guest relationships that truly last.
All right, let's start with a common roadblock. For so many of us in hospitality, that word selling just feels wrong, right? It makes you think of pressure, of being pushy. But I want you to consider, what if we've been looking at it the wrong way all along?
This really brings us to the most important question. Are upselling and cross-selling just aggressive sales tactics? Or are they actually an elevated, more intuitive form of guest service? Honestly, the perspective you choose here changes absolutely everything about your approach.
And this, right here, is the key mindset shift. Think of these techniques as tools, but they're not tools for just squeezing more money out of a booking. They are tools for making a guest stay genuinely better, more memorable, more seamless, and perfectly tailored to what they really want and need.
Okay, so if we're going to use these tools effectively, we need total clarity. You'll often hear people use upselling and cross-selling as if they're the same thing. They're not. They are two very different strategies, and understanding that difference is what separates a truly helpful suggestion from a really annoying one.
First up, let's talk about upselling. This is all about enhancing a choice the guest has already decided to make. They've already picked a product category, and you're simply showing them a premium version within that same category that might actually serve them better.
Think about it this way. A guest is booking a standard room. Now, if you find out they're on a romantic getaway, pointing out that a suite has a stunning city view isn't being pushy. You're actually aligning with their unspoken desire for a better, more memorable experience. You're helping them upgrade their own choice. Now let's switch gears to cross-selling. This strategy is different. Instead of enhancing the main purchase, you're expanding the solution. You're suggesting other, related things that add value and convenience to their overall stay. So, for example, once that room is booked and confirmed, that's when you might suggest, hey, would you like to add a relaxing spa package? Or can I make a reservation for you at our restaurant? See, these offers don't change the room. They enrich the entire visit. They turn a simple stay into a full-fledged experience.
So here's the bottom line, the key takeaway. Upselling is about enhancing. Cross-selling is about expanding. One offers a better version of the same product, the other suggests different products that complement it. Nailing this distinction is how you avoid making those random, irrelevant offers that can really damage a guest's trust.
Okay, we've got the definitions down pat. Now let's get practical. How do we actually do this? This next part is all about execution. And it starts with a fundamental shift in mindset. You're not a salesperson. You are a trusted advisor.
And in the advisor's playbook, timing is everything. You can't just throw offers out randomly. There's a flow, a rhythm to it. You want to introduce those upsell options while the guest is still deciding on their main purchase. But, and this is key, you should wait to suggest the cross-sells until after that main decision is locked in. This timing makes your advice feel helpful and structured, not chaotic and overwhelming.
And to make this work, you have to operate from 4 core principles. First, you need deep product knowledge to explain the real benefits. You need empathy to truly understand what the guest is looking for, even if they don't say it. Your suggestions must be totally relevant to them and their trip, and you have to be completely transparent about pricing and what they get for it. This is how trust is built.
Ultimately, it all comes back to this one idea. Your role is that of a consultant. You're there to help guests discover options they didn't even know existed, and to anticipate needs they haven't thought of yet. Your goal is simply to guide them to a better decision for them.
So, why does all of this matter in the long run? Because these service techniques aren't just about a single transaction. Not at all. They are about achieving the ultimate goal in our business, building lasting relationships and what we call customer lifetime value.
When you look at the data, the story becomes incredibly clear. The revenue from one single transaction is just a drop in the bucket compared to the massive value of a loyal guest who comes back time and time again. Every single interaction is a chance to invest in that long-term relationship, not just to maximize today's receipt.
And when you do focus on that long-term value, the benefits are just immense. You're not just making a sale anymore. You're building powerful guest loyalty. You're encouraging repeat business. You're generating the best marketing on the planet, positive word of mouth. This is how you build authentic brand trust and create real, sustainable growth.
So I'll leave you with this question to carry with you. In every interaction you have, you get to make a choice. Are you going to be a salesperson, or are you going to be a trusted advisor? By choosing to be an advisor, you'll do so much more than increase revenue. You'll elevate the guest experience, build incredible loyalty, and truly define what modern hospitality is all about. Thank you for your time and focus today.